Have you ever thought about how old a tree can get? Well, they can live for centuries. The Wollemi pine is a perfect example and is considered one of the rarest tree species in existence. To tell me more about these ancient trees is Dr. Tim Entwistle, Director of the Botanical Gardens of Sydney. So how old is the Wollemi pine?
Well, the Wollemi pine we've got growing here in the gardens is only about 15 years old, but if you look back at the history of the Wollemi pine, it goes right back to the dinosaur age. So we're talking 100 million years or so.
And how was it proven to be so old?
Well, it's a fascinating story. When it was first discovered, someone found a branch on the ground, didn't know what it was. They looked up, saw a tree, and it was only when they compared it back to fossils they realised this was an ancient plant and we thought it had gone extinct.
Can people grow this at home to help the conservation?
They can. What's great is that we've been able to propagate this plant, so the best way to conserve it is to grow it in your yard. So there are only about 100 of these left in the wild. And so if fire got into that spot or disease, all that small population would die and we'd lose this forever. So it's really important that people grow this, propagate this. They can grow it in their backyard, not only enjoy what's a fantastic, interesting plant going back to the dinosaurs, but perhaps save this species as well.
And I believe you've also got another ancient tree here referred to as a living fossil?
Yeah, you're probably thinking of the ginkgo. Very similar story to the Wollemi pine, except sadder perhaps because we don't think there's any natural populations left in the world. So it's only surviving by being grown in gardens and parks.
It was used for circulation, I believe.
Yeah, look, it's got a whole range of stuff, particularly in places like China, and they use it there for a whole range of things like circulation, as you say, and it fixes lots of ailments. So it's kind of one of those trees with lots of cures. The dragonblood trees are another fascinating plant. It's still used today, and people extract this red sap out of it. In fact, the red sap's caused by a fungus interacting with the inside of the plant, so it's this really strange story of two organisms working together, but it's used medicinally. It's also quite a beautiful, very slow-growing plant, and we've got specimens that are over 100 years old.
Why is it leaning at such an angle?
Look, there was a bit of extra rainfall at the time after a drought, put on some extra growth, it just fell over.
The Royal Botanical Gardens of Sydney are home to thousands of stunning exotic flowers, trees and shrubs from all around the world. And the best way to see this is with their free regular guided tours.